Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub was blazing in sports. Guys, we're back, man. We're live. Got about 15 minutes or less to give you my very best. Do me a favor, guys. If you catch this on replay, you don't catch it live or catch this very beginning point, do me a favor. Please smash the like button, guys. Help the channel grow just by smashing the like button and also subscribing if you have not. All right, so let's not waste too much time. The leading candidate that has been reported for Canelo Alvarez for a May 2nd Cinco de Mayo weekend date. Billy Joe Saunders, how do you feel about that? Also, we got to talk about potential, the return of Big Baby Miller. And he's going to make his entrance on a pay-per-view event, Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. What do you think about Big Baby Miller being back? What do you expect from Big Baby Miller? What are your feelings on this? Listen, guys, I'm going to give you my thoughts live, uncut, unedited. I'm back at it like a crack addict giving you boxing geekers. This work. American Pastor Travel says, what it do, T-Dub? Salute to the chat. Salute to my boy, American Pastor Travels in the building. Guys, I am going to have to make another trip. I got these pills, right? These are some pills that for my pneumonia. But the thing about it, it has not got all out. And I'm starting to make a comeback. So I got to go get another round. So if not today, tomorrow, I'm going to go and get some more antibiotics. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about this, right? As I sit next to my girl Lola, let's talk about this. Canelo Alvarez. Billy Joe Saunders. What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts? 2020 Cinco de Mayo weekend, May the 2nd. Canelo Alvarez versus Billy Joe Saunders for a unification bout that would include the regular WBA, Canelo, and the WBO by Billy Joe Saunders. What do you think about that? American Path to Travel, to do what you gotta do, brother. Take care of your health. Man, I'm doing my best, man. It just didn't work. The first round of antibiotics that I took, it was helping, but man, it did not clear it, so I gotta go back. So, here's my thoughts. Let me give you my thoughts. Let me give you a breakdown. I wish I had time to prep, but if you guys know, I'm on mandatory overtime. I don't get a lunch break, but they do pay me overtime for it. But I give you this work when I can, how I can, and that's the best way I can, because I'm always back at it. Let's talk about it. If Billy Joe Saunders would have fought Canelo Alvarez after Billy Joe Saunders beat David Lemieux, if he would have fought him then, I think a lot of people wanted to see it because that was probably the last best performance that I remember from Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders beat the snot school David Lemieux in that fight. David Lemieux was known to be a big puncher. Billy Joe Saunders was all over that ring, just moving here, moving there, It was like David Lemieux was trapped in a box and couldn't get out of it. After that, Billy Joe Saunders hasn't really fought the people that I guess he should have fought. Dating back to maybe around 2015, believe it or not, Billy Joe Saunders has held a title in each one of those years, but he only had 4 title defenses. American Path to Travel said, to be honest, I would like to see the fight Canelo continues to take on challengers. And American Path to Travel, do me a favor. Please get rid of that Johnson guy. If you are able to look down, I can't do it on here. Get rid of him. But let's talk about it. Is it the best timing? Probably not, because I think a lot of people want to see him take on Caleb Smith, which is a bigger challenge, bigger guy. Probably be a little bit more of a challenge. I think Caleb Smith can get hit, but I think when looking at, remember, the 168-pound, Billy Joe Saunders is still new to this division, even though he has a title in this division. And most people probably wouldn't know who he beat to get the title. That's the thing. Most people want to know who he actually beat to get the title, unless you saw it. I did see it. But with that being said, it is an interesting matchup. It's a matchup that I see Canelo getting the win. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders, listen, I'm being fact. I don't think Billy Joe Saunders can knock out Canelo. I don't think it's going to happen. And it is very, very, very hard to beat Canelo on a scorecard. That's probably a role for Tom Cruise. It's damn near Mission Impossible. Listen, Floyd Mayweather was the only one that got him a scorecard. And one of them scorecards was kind of funny right there, but nobody was laughing at it. When you look at Billy Joe Saunders, what he brings to the table is a good ability of moving, an IQ. He's a boxer. Good speed, good combination. Power at this level might not be there. But if Arias Lenny Lara couldn't get that nod, it's really hard seeing Billy Joe Saunders get that nod. Remember, when people wanted to see Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo, Canelo Camp said that basically he's a runner. They didn't want to fight him. Here's my thing. What has changed? What has changed that they didn't fight him back then by calling him a runner? It'd be a boring fight. What has changed now? He was a champion back then. He's a champion now. I guess the major difference is that back then it was a weight class that Canelo was actually active in, and now Billy Joe Saunders is 168 pounds, but out of the champions, I believe he's probably being considered more of the softer touch. All right. But let's talk about it. Either way, I think it is an interesting contest. I do agree with American Path to Travel. I think it's an interesting contest. Is it the best opposition out there for him to fight? No, it's not. I think Billy Joe Saunders is a good UK fighter with a good representation in the UK. Is it the best fight at this time? I don't think so. Is it a good fight? It is. It's a good fight. Which honestly, it makes me think that, remember when I said that Tank Davis wanted to fight Leo Santa Cruz? They said that fight is going to be on pay-per-view. Leo Santa Cruz wants that fight on Cinco de Mayo weekend. Guys, who's going to be hurt? Somebody's going to be hurt. Somebody's going to be hurt in this. Will Tank Davis pay-per-view numbers versus Leo Santa Cruz on May the 2nd? Will his numbers be hurt? Or will Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders numbers be hurt? This is up to you. At this point, I really don't know. But let's talk about it. Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Miller, guys, it is rumored he is coming back. And to be honest, this is the best way for him to come back. This is the best way for him to come back. What do you think about Parker, Big Baby Miller fight? I think it's a good fight. But right now, it looks like Big Baby Miller is coming back on Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury undercourt. It is a good fight to come back under because you know why? It is a pay-per-view fight. There's going to be a lot of eyes on this fight. And no matter how the numbers do, the next day, everybody's talking about it. And if you can make a comeback, because his last time supposed to have been out was against Anthony Joshua. He tested for more banned substance than probably was in Grandma medicine cabinet. But listen, he done his time, right? I'm not going to hold against this guy forever. I did my videos. I talked about it. He done his time. He's coming back. Nobody should be held for something for the rest of their life. Like, to be honest, Dylan White got busted for something. And they went around and just took it back. Said, well, it's only a small amount. He didn't serve any time. He didn't serve any time, and he's back. And nobody's giving Dylan White any slack. So, Big Baby Miller, if he comes back, I want to see what he does. Who he comes back against, he's been out of the ring for a while. He's been out for a while. And I'm pretty sure if he signs with Top Rank, I got to get more caught up on this, but if he signs with Top Rank, I believe they're probably going to get him a soft touch with somewhat of a name. He's not going to get a big name fighter. I don't believe they're going to put him against in there with somebody who can actually upset him. The rumors is that he might do a rematch with somebody he drew with. But guys, that's my time. Let me get ready to get my bucket back in there. Take some more of these meds and feel great. Remember, if you have not already, do me a favor, guys. Please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Sharing is caring. This is your boy T-Dub. And as always, here is what's blazing in sports.